Hello possums, Dreymasmith here, back in the Dreaming Dominion, and I'm so glad to have you all along. I want to kick things off in a big way for this season. I want to get the core tower of our transport hub Guardian Farm Ex-Ocean Monument started. It's just going to go over there. It'll be visible from here, I think. We'll find out. But in order to do that, I need resources. Let's have a look. Yep, here we are. So I've started getting them together. That's all the sea lanterns we need. There's just under 200 of them. And we need 1,600 prismarine blocks, which I've got with more to spare. And I need the same again of snow blocks. And let's finally fix that. Hooray. And the lovely Kimberly Martin solved the mystery of that. And it's obvious. As soon as she said it, I was like, oh, of course. Lightning strike. That would do it. Thanks, Kimberly. Anyway, all done. So let's head over to the snowball generator. That's K1 Ink snowball generator, which I've made. I showed you in the last episode of season 1, but we'll go and actually use it. And I think I know what to do with this now. No, I don't have an axe on me. Why do I never have an axe on me? Right. So I'm going to remodel this. I'm really not happy with it. We will put the table there for the moment. Not thrilled with that, but it'll do. Get out that. Now let's see. Let's see how we go. So have we got... Yep, it'll only do it in lots of 16, so whoops. Helps if I do that, doesn't it? There we go. Let's get some more out. There we are. It's a nice quick way. Where is it? Building blocks, that one. All right, and now, see, I need 24 stacks of 64. So let's put these down. This is going to take some time, but I'll show you how fast this works. So empty chest, nothing up my sleeve. Little snowman in there. Thinking of putting a window here so we can see him. I'll think about it. And I'm just holding down the use button. Oh, there goes the shovel. It goes to a lot of shovels. There's another shovel. They'll take a little while to go down because it makes it faster than the hoppers can cope with it. Oh, I wonder if those two will come down. Right. Desperate times call for desperate measures. There we go. And there's our little snowman. And yeah, I forgot to shear the pumpkin off before I pushed him in. I was so annoyed with myself. And that's what we got out of 1 and a bit shovels. It's still going. Oh my goodness. Yep, there we are. So that's what? 18, 21, 22 stacks. I mean, all right, I know they only do stacks of 16, but still. Anyway, I'm going to be at this for a while. So I'll see you when I have enough snow blocks. I've got all the snow collected. The prismarine blocks are over at the Guardian Farm. So what we need now is bucket loads of glass, and I mean bucket loads. I'm going to make 3 shulker boxes full to start with and see how far that gets us. And I've got my 9 little smelters up there. I've got a couple in the brewing room, but I think we finally need a better smelter array. So I've come down to the Forger for Faesters, which I really like this room, and we've got the smooth stone generator here. But I'm going to build an automatic furnace array into this level here. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to do one set here, or if I'm going to do one set and run it all the way around. I'm going to use Cubfan's version 2 automatic super smelter. I'll put a link down in the description. But what I've got to do now, before we get started, is I've got a fair bit of digging out to do. So I'll see you in a moment. Well, I dug out what I needed and I started work on the furnace array because I thought, well, why not? This bit is exactly the same as Cubs. Oh, I just want to finish this before we go any further. I just want to add in an extra light. It's very simple to do. Yep, I've got the dust with me to do it. So we've got the repeater going into the block powering this light. We extend how far the signal from the torch comes by putting redstone dust. One lamp above it. And then here we are. Block and stairs. And there we are. I've done one over here. Now, Cub's furnace array. Row of furnaces. Powered rail underneath that extends one at this end. I've got it extending two at this end, but that's more because of the rise than anything. And this is for a turnaround. There's a lever about halfway along so that all this is powered. And if we come round the back, we've got hoppers going into the top of the furnaces and we've got hoppers going into the back. We've got powered rail all the way along and extending one out at this end so that there's a turnaround so that this doesn't end up with less or more than all the others. And there's a torch, redstone torch halfway down, which powers both lines of rail. Now when we come round here, Cubs goes in a straight line. I curved mine round because I really wanted to make use of this middle space. So I've got a couple of extra bits of rail so it can curve round. Now this does mean that they're out of sync because this has got two extra bits of rail to that. So instead of going along evenly, this one ends up a bit faster, a bit ahead. Doesn't matter too much, doesn't really affect anything. Okay, now, Cub's system has two settings. We can go along and collect things from the furnaces manually and get the XP, or we can come over here and flick a switch and send a little hopper minecart out, which goes down and around there and underneath here and collects all the smelted things automatically. We don't get the XP from it, but it's a bit hassle-free, isn't it? All right, now what we've got going on here is this is the on-off mechanism for the auto collection. So we've got a powered rail here, and as you can see, it's on. When I turn it off, that's when it's in XP form. When it's on, the little cart will run, and that's auto. And this little system here either powers that rail or we can turn it off and we can collect things manually. So I have a lever. So you can see that's off and this is off. So when the lever's down, we're on XP mode. Now I want to put in another one here. Oh, I haven't finished this bit, sorry. So let's finish up on this side. 1, 2, 3, and that's our stop block. One there and 2 powered rail. Oh, and we need to make our collection system. No, our loading system, sorry. This is where our loading system goes. So a hopper there. We'll be putting in a chest minecart there, but we need to put in double chest and just to make things look tidy, we'll pop in an upside down stair there. Put those those back. And I've got a little light just so I can see what I'm doing. Now, a chest minecart is easy to make. Minecart, chest on top, one chest minecart. There we are. I've already got one in on that side, good. Okay, so let's put in our stop system on this one. We need a comparator coming out of the hopper. Sending the power into a block. One redstone torch, and I'll pop that there. One repeater going into that block. Normally you'd have a lever here, although it would actually be here because that would all be out the front here. I don't want to have to wander in and flip two levers. I want one lever. So in order to do that, repeater going into this block, repeater going into this block, repeater going into this block, and then two blocks here, one lever. So the signal comes through the block into the repeater, from the repeater into the block, from the blocks into the repeaters, into these blocks, into the circuit, and oh look, the circuit's off. Hurrah! So we need hopper minecarts here, and they are equally easy to make. So we need hopper minecart there, hopper minecart there, and we are missing, I knew I had extras for a reason, one chest minecart. Oh, a couple more things I want before we load this up. Indicator light. If the light is on, it's in XP collection mode. If the light is off, it's in auto collection mode. And I want indicators that these chests have got stuff in them. So this one's empty and the light's off. This one has got things in it and the light is on. So I think, oh, and an on-off switch, that would be good. I think we can load these up and test the system out. I am of course going to make this look nicer, but not until I know it's all running smoothly. Oh look, chest empty, lights off. So fuel in the chest at the top. And smelting things into the chest minecart. I'll just do the same over here. Fuel in the top, and got a box of sand over here. All right, all loaded up. Moment of truth. Turn on that one. Turn on this one. We'll know if it's working because all the furnaces will light up. Yes. And you can see that as they come round, they're actually out of sync now. Doesn't matter, doesn't affect anything. And we can either remove them manually or, let's see how this goes. There they go. And they've started loading sand in. Oh, glass, sorry, they've started loading glass in. There we go. We'll have glass for our tower in no time. I'm just going to make this look nicer while they run round. We'll have a look at it then. I got the decoration done. For some reason the minecarts have stopped making a noise. These ones are still running round, but occasionally there's no noise from the rails. Go figure. Anyway, I shifted the indicator lights up one. It's quite easy to do. They were there. So I just had the power from the comparator going into the block, which in turn powers the lamp. I just prefer them at that level. And I moved this indicator lamp one forward, doesn't make any difference, still works. But very simple decoration, wanted to keep it in theme with everything, didn't want it overpowering anything. Oh, I think, where did that go? That's gone into the system somewhere. That's annoying. Oh well, hopefully it won't clog anything up. We might remove this as well. Yeah, it had. Okay. Better safe than sorry. Anyway, that is our smelter. Happily making glass. We'll be building that tower in no time. So there we are, we're all ready. We've got most of our resources for the tower. The rest, as you can see, are going round and round. I'm going to meet you next time at the Ocean Monument. We are going to get seriously building. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully you've liked the start of the new season. If you have, whack that like button. Subscribe if you haven't and hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time. Bye.